very important. SAP HANA backups and recovery part. So backup, what is mean by backup? Why we have to take the DB backup here? So DB backup you are taking means your application data also you are taking the backup. Why? Because your application data, either financial data, sales data, whatever it may be, it is storing into the database level itself only. So definitely if you are taking the backup means, so you are taking the backup of the your application data as well here. So why we have to take the backup? In case of crash of the database, in case of something is missed out. So why? Because it's a hardware, it's a computer, right? We are storing the data into the hardware file systems and memory we are storing. Not sure what will happen in the further future, right? So maybe there is a hardware crash. There is a, so something will happen. So in the network side or something. So we are in the situation to recover the all the financial data and everything here. So that time this backups will play the majority of the role here. Backup means a backup of the entire your database, backup of entire your database here. All right. So backups, taking the backup of your database here. So here in the HANA Studio, we have the backup folder is there here. This is for the, so to check the, are there any backups recently completed, to check the whether the daily backups are completed or not, log backups, daily backups, all the information we can check it out in the HANA Studio. We can check it out all the information here, all the information we can check here in the HANA Studio part here. We can check it out here, all the information here, right? Here backups, we can check it out here. Any log backups are happened. So log backup will happen every 15 minutes once. The log backup will happen automatically. But so there are the two types of backups here. One is the data backup and log backup. So data folder backup and log folder backup. Log folder backup will happen so automatically by system every 15 minutes once the log backups will happen. So data backup, so we have to take it manually, either write the scripts or so system, you have to schedule the jobs to take the backups here. So that is the, so data backup here. So normally why we have to take the backup means in case of sudden crash or safer side, organizational will take the backup of here, right? So are we taking the main memory backup? No. In the OS level, one copy of data storing into the, right? This is the RAM memory. These are the file systems, right? So data will go to the RAM memory first. Here it will save the data in the delta storage and main storage here. In the main storage, data will go to the OS level file systems here, operating system level file system here, /HANA. So /HANA and /HANA data and /HANA log folder. Here it will place the files here. So in case, so here these folders, why? Because same copy of data we are taking here coming to the here. So this folders backup we are taking here. Folders backup means database backup we are executing here. Data backup if you are taking means that is the DB backup, and log folder, that is the database log backups we are taking. So like that backups we have to execute it here, right? So we have to execute and we have to keep this backup files into the some other location or same file system or some other external storages. We have to do that work. And if you keep the same file system, what will happen if the entire hardware is crashed here? This backups also will be inactivated. This backup also will be deleted. So that's why people will store these backups into some other external file system, some other external file systems. They will store the data here. Some other external file systems, they will store the data. So that's the reason. So we have the backups. That's the reason we have the backups here, right? So backup of data folder and the log backup here. So here, how many types of backups we have here? They are the, so normally we have the backups types are, so total, so two types here, right? One is the full DB backup, that is called the complete backup, full DB backup, entire database you have to take the backup. The second one is the, so like delta backups, after full DB we need to take the delta backup here. In the delta backup also, again, we have the two types here. One is the incremental backup. Incremental backup here. The second one is called the second one is called the second one is called the differential backup. So that is called the diff backup. Differential backup here. Differential. So backup here. Diff backup here. Okay. So they are the total three, but one is the full and delta backup. Some people they will say like two backups, two types. Some people they will say like three backups, full incremental, differential backup, something like that. So these two backups we will call it. We will also call as the delta backups. Delta backup here. Backup means taking the backup of the your data folder. If you take the backup of the data folder, entire data will be backed up. Entire data will be backed up here, right? It is called the delta backup. So entire DB backup here. So what is mean by full DB backup here? What is mean by full database backup? Full database backup means, so taking the full database backup means taking the backup of the entire complete database. Complete database taking the backup. Full means full entire data DB backup taken here. All the days backup. Suppose example, if you see here, this is the your database. This is your bucket container. Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, we have the so seven back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have the so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so we have the backups daily. We will take the backups here. So what happens here? Monday. So Monday, when you are taking the backup, your backup size is like this. This much of GB got used it here, right? Suppose like 50 GB, your D backup size is your DB size is the 50 GB here. Then when you are taking the full backup here, when you are taking the full backup here, the 50 GB data got will be backed up here. So when you are taking the full, why? Because 0 to 50 GB data, it will be backed up here. So when you are taking the Tuesday also another 20 GB got increased. So Wednesday also another 20 GB got increased. This is also another 20 GB got increased. So what will happen here? Again, when you are taking the Tuesday full backup, then this 50 GB plus this 20 GB. Total 70 GB data will be backed up. When you are taking the Wednesday full backup, what is the first back? When was the backup? Then that backup, complete backup. Why? Because when you are taking the particular day full backup, all the data will be backed up, right? Then this one, entire data will be backed up here. This is called the full database backup. Means complete DB backup we are taking here. So suppose you are taking the Sunday, you are taking the full backup. Then, so total entire data, how much data is there here? All the data will be backed up. All the data will be backed up here. In this case, backup file size is very huge, but so in case of something, we have to restore it. Last backup, if you restore it, all the data will come, right? All the data will come as part of the recovery parts here, right? All the data will come as part of the recovery part. So that is called the full backup, complete backup here, right? Got it? Right? It's clear. So now let's talk about the incremental backup. So it kind of some confusion the backup here. That's why increase plus mental backup will give some mental sense, right? So what does it mean here? Incremental backup, so 20 GB. Then here also 20 GB data got increased day to day, last 24 hours. So what will happen here? For incremental backup or differential backup, we require the so full DB backup is required. Full database backup is required here. So then Tuesday, you are taking the incremental backup. Tuesday, you are taking the incremental backup. Then full backup is happened on the Monday. Then Monday to Tuesday, how much data got increased? 20 GB got increased. Only this 20 GB data will be backed up. Then Wednesday, when you are taking the when you are taking the incremental backup, when was the last backup completed? Tuesday. Then Tuesday to Wednesday, how much data we increased in the database level? 20 GB. Only this data. Only last 24 hours, the difference, whatever the data come, only that whatever the data got increased, only that data will be backed up. That data will be backed up here, right? That data will be backed up as part of this one here, right? Incremental backup means whatever the data got increased in the last 24 hours, only that data will be backed up. Okay, it will not take the this backup, this backup, this backup, this backup. So if you are increasing the Sunday, then Saturday backup completed, then Saturday to here, whatever the data is increased, only that data will be backed up. That data will be backed up. That is called the incremental backup. It's clear? Any
Ravi,
confusion?
so for this, first it checks the last backup, and from there it calculates the incremental backup, right?
Can you come again? Can you a little bit slow?
First it checks the whatever the last backup we
Yeah.
have, means
Yes.
whatever it may be,
Yes.
and
Yes.
from there it calculates
Right.
backup, right?
So, yeah, incremental backup always check the this always check the last backup. Always check the when was the last
Um,
backup completed, either full backup or either last backup completed, either full backup or incremental backup. It always check the backup. So suppose you are taking the Sunday, last backup completed on the Monday, then in between there is no data is there, but it not backed up. Then from last backup completed on the Monday, then Monday to till Saturday, what much data is there, all the data will be backed up. So full backup always check the last backup when it was completed, then only it will take the incremental backup. There is no full backup, then incremental backup will not run. Either incremental or differential backup will not run. Only if a full backup is there, then only backup data will be backed up here. Okay, so that is the incremental and differential backup here. So incremental backup. So coming to the differential backup. So this is also similar to the incremental backup only. This is also similar to the incremental backup only. But here, what will happen here when you are taking the backup here? So the either incremental or differential backup will happen after the full backup only. So Monday you have taken the full DB backup you have taken. That's fine, right? Incremental differential backup is after the full backup, whatever the data we got it, only that data last 24 hours, whatever the data in case, only that data will be backed up. But differential backup will look the when was the full backup. So here it is look by the incremental backup will look the any data, any backup it will look. But here the differential backup will look the last full backup only, last full backup only. But here incremental backup will look the last any backup. Look the last any backup, either full backup or any incremental backup, it will look it out here, right? So which means what will happen when you are taking the backup here. So differential backup, Monday, you have taken the full backup. Then when you are taking the Tuesday differential backup, then after the full backup, whatever the data is there, only that data will be backed up. Then when you are taking the Wednesday differential backup, then it won't take it from Tuesday to Wednesday again. It will check the when was the last full backup completed Monday. Then Monday to again Wednesday, it will take the backup. When you are taking the Thursday, then Monday completed the full backup. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, the Thursday. So these three backups it will take it out. When you are taking the Sunday, when was the last backup completed? Monday. Then Monday to, so up to here, the data backup will be happen here. That is what it will happen in the differential backup here. Differential backup always look the when was the full backup happened. In 1 year back, full backup happened. Then after 1 year, that time to till date, whatever the data is there, so that data will be backup. Incremental backup, it will check the any backup. What is when was the last backup happened? Any backup 1 month back. Then 1 month to till date, that data will be backed up here. That data will be backed up here. So that snapshot backup is different. Snapshot backup is like a, so entire your data, file systems, everything will be taken care of that one. That is a snapshot backup. That normally is not part of the here in this backup. So it will not covered here. So if we go to the system DB, so backups we have to manually we have to take it from the system DB.
Ravi, when we do the what is that last backup increment, uh, will you come again on this diagram?
I didn't understand actually. You are
Yeah. So let's say in the differential backup, we check the full last backup. Okay. So in that, if it is an incremental backup come, then how it will calculate from there?
So differential backup. So in the April month, it's got sorry, in the last full backup is completed on the April. From, so today you are taking the backup means from April to this date, whatever the why, because it will database knows what data is reached to the database level in which date and everything. So database knows. So based on that, only that increased data that will take it out. Is it for your question?
No. In the Monday to Tuesday, we have take up the full backup. Okay. And Tuesday to Wednesday, we have this incremental backup. So if you want to do the differential backup, then how it will calculate? Then maybe it will check only
It
the
will
last
last.
full backup. Full
Yeah.
backup.
Then
Okay.
okay, and it will take it from the Monday only. Monday, when was the last full backup happened? Monday. Then so Monday to Thursday, whatever the data came, so only that data will be it will be backed up.
Yeah, means irrespective of the any other backup.
Right. It only look the last full
The full
backup
backup.
only. Yeah, last full backup.
Yeah. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Okay, so to if we want
Sir,
to
what's
take
the use like that, sir?
what?
Like incremental itself does the takes the complete backup, right? So why? What's the use of differential also? I mean, it takes it from the complete backup, but uh,
So what is
how is it?
the use case means suppose differential backup is there. So differential backup, suppose if you when you want to restore the data, one full backup and differential backup is enough to restore it. But if you want to restore the incremental backup, first full backup we have to restore, then incremental backup, all the day incremental backup is we have to take it. Means many incremental backups we have to restore it. So which means restore timelines are very high. So many files you required. But there is a, if one file got crashed here, then remaining backups you cannot restore it here. Remaining backup file you cannot restore it here, right? So that's the one of the disadvantage here. But more files will be created with less size. But if you take the differential backup, what will happen? So one full backup, then after that one differential backup is enough to restore. Two files are enough to restore it. But every time the file size is very huge compared to the DB file size. So file size of the backup size is very huge. So those that way we can look it out the, so advantages and disadvantages and restoring the files and everything. But sometimes what happens, you may have to restore uh, up to Wednesday only. But you have the incremental backup, simply we can restore it. You have the differential backup, then how can we restore it? You have the differential backup up to here. Then we need to choose the different restore options. We have to choose it. So restore time, only the thing is the size of the backups and the restore timelines. The timelines of the restores will be reduced here. So when you use the differential backup, incremental backup, each and every backup file, every day backup files, we have to restore it. Something got corrupted one day backup file, other backup files, we cannot restore it. That's why people in the organization, what they will do, so Sunday they will take the full backup, then remaining days they will go for some customer, they will go for the differential backup, or some customers. So Monday, Tuesday, up to here, they will go for the incremental backup, and next Sunday we'll take the full back. Like that, they will define their backup strategy here, right? So they will backup strategy here. If the DB differential backup happens on the Monday, then will incremental backup take place from Monday? No, from Tuesday onwards. No, Monday differential backup will happen on the Monday. Will incremental backup will backups from the Monday, Tuesday onwards. When the incremental backup, always look the any one of the backup should be completed first. So here differential backup completed on the Monday. Then Tuesday onwards it will take it out.
So in the organizations, mostly then which type is preferred?
That is the company's choice here. So daily, so suppose if you ask me, in the non-production systems, we have the, so daily every Sunday full backup, then remaining days we have the incremental backup, only incremental backup. So production daily backups, production daily full backup, That is what my customer chose. If I chose the previous customer, daily production daily full backup, but non-production systems they will go for the differential backup sometimes. So that is depends upon the customer. So it's not our like own decision, it's a customer decision here. So here, if you see here, right click on the system DB, go to the backup and recovery. If you want to take the backup, so we can also take the backup of the system database and the backup of the tenant database also we can take it out here. So suppose like if you are taking the tenant database, so we don't have any backups now in the system, right? Now you are taking the backups. So backups are very important. In case of some crash, something is deleted, something got removed from the system, we can easily recover it. We can recover back to the previous status here. We can easily recover it. So that's the reason the backup is very important here, right? Backups are very important here. So here, while taking the backup here, you will get the options. So either complete backup or incremental backup, which backup you want to choose it here. You will get the options here. So it's opening the backup console. And it's taking time.
Ravi,
Yes.
final, which one restored the backup in internal incremental backup? Na that one every data restored. Na final which
Yeah,
one restored?
if you want to restore the incremental backup, so all the days, whatever the previous incremental backups are there, all the days backup you have to take it out. But
Okay.
because a previous day backup, it will not come the incremental backup. So all the days backup we have to take it out.
Okay. In all the which one restored final incremental backup? That one total data I have. No? Full
Right.
data.
Yeah, we will get the total data.
Okay. In between any, for example, Monday to Sunday final restored, but in between any labs also that final data have, na? Everything.
Yes.
Okay. But in differential backup, in between any labs also problem will come. That is a different, na? Main.
No. Differential backup, last one backup and full backup. If you restore it, all the data will come. But incremental backup. So every day backup, you have to restore it. Not only last backup. Every day, the previous day, the previous day, the previous day, the previous day backup. After the full backup, how many incremental backups are done? All the backups, all the backup files, we have to restore it. Not only one file. But differential backup is one file is enough. One file is enough. Why? Because differential backup means one here full backup is happened when you're taking the Sunday differential backup, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the days backup you will get in the one file here. So if you restore this one file and if you restore this one, and entire data will come. But incremental backup, every day the latest backup, every day the backup file is different here. So if you are taking here means only Tuesday data will come. If you are taking the Wednesday means only Wednesday data will come. If you are taking the Thursday means only Thursday data will come. So when you are restoring on Sunday incremental backup, only Sunday data will come. What about the remaining days? That's why serial wise we need to restore the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all the backups we have to restore it. All the days backup we have to restore it.
The number of files are created.
Right. Why this taking so much of time? Yes. So we have the console, we got it, backup console. Here, so right click, tenant database, we selected, it is asking the, so it is asking the whether, so this backup is completed or not, it is asking here. Just you can check it out. So check the, which backup you want to restore it. Then you can select that backup here. So then just click on the next one, right? So then here it will say like, so what is the type of the backup here? Complete backup, differential backup, or incremental backup here. So then without doing this one, if you take the incremental backup, so what is the destination of the backup file here? This is the destination, backup destination here. So what is the backup prefix here? Right? INC, incremental backup means incremental data backup here. If you are taking this one here, what will happen here? It will say like, so backup will not happen without full backup. Why? Because incremental backup or delta backup is required. The last full backup is required. Now you have not taken the full backup. Just you are running the incremental backup here. So it will show like, so backups is backup will not happen. Backup will failed. It will say like error message. It's required. The last full backup is required. Like that, it will throw the error messages. So OS level here in the trace file, in the traces here we can check the, so in the OS level, the traces here we can check the log file. So when you're taking the backup, HDB backup, then this tenant backup, then there is a backup.log file will be created here. Backup.log file will be created here. In the backup.log file, you can get the all the information. What is the backup is all the backup related information will be displayed here. All the backup related information will be displayed. See here, could not start the backup. Could not start the backup here. It requires the delta previous full backup is required, which means without without taking the full backup, we cannot do the, so any incremental or differential backup we cannot set it out here, right? That is the main thing of the backups here. So go to the backup and recovery here. So then again we need to initiate the backups here. So systemdb want also, if you want to take it out, we can take it out. But systemdb, there is no much data. It will be very quick here. So only the configuration files that will be there. So we know when you are doing the restore, no need to restore the systemdb. Tenantdb is enough. Why? Because actual data will resides only the tenant database. So sometimes some customers they will choose the systemdb also, they will take it out. Yeah, it's better to take it out, but nothing that is not that much of size of the file.
Sir, how to know the interval, sir, for that particular TB, for how many days the backup?
We have the setting, backup settings. So that settings we need to change it. How many days we have to keep it or anything. If you go to the backup catalog, in the catalogs we can do the settings here. That type of settings we can do it. How many days retention period, how many days we have to keep it. So there is a retention period that we will call it as a retention period. So that retention period, so we can change it here. That retention period, we can change it here. So we can change it. That retention period settings, we can do that one. We can change it. So that based on that, so it will keep only those many days. It will remove the old backups which are older than 1 week, 1 month, 14 days. That is the settings. All are the settings here, backup settings. Select the tenant, go to next. So here, complete backup. Okay, the destination date also, we destination also we can change it. We can change it to the different folder, either file backup or backend backup also we can change. File backup means the same file system will be backup. Backend means so some other folders, either AWS cloud, some other devices, some other things we can take it out. That is also possible here. That is also we can do it here, right? So then click on the next button. So complete backup, you will get the complete. Differential backup, you will get the diff. So the naming convention of the backups here, the prefix.
Ravi, can you show the how to take the backup from OS level?
First of all, let me take the first of all studio level.
Yeah.
Then once you got the clarity on this one, then I will take it out the operating system level. Operating system level, some commands we have to use it. So people will do like here or either HANA cockpit or some scripts, they will execute it, take it out. So anything we can choose it here while taking the backup here. But only thing is the first one full backup should be completed as soon as your HANA installation is done or what. So one full backup we have to take it out. Once it's done, then only we can take the either incremental backup or differential backups, whatever the backups we want, we can take it out here. So operating system level, one backup is running here, right? So one backup is running. So that backup related details will be updated at the operating system level here, operating system level here. So if you just open the backup.log file, the log will show like, so what is the backup is running. So when it is started, what is the percentage it is completed, it will give you the information here. It will give you, it will give us the information. So here, let's see. That I cannot say like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It depends. DB size, the time durations, it depends upon the size of the backup. Okay. Size of the backup, network speed. So all those things will be included. So it's not the constantly the particular time 1 hour, 2 hours. So it depends upon the size of the backup here. Okay. Size of the backups.
Sir,
Yes.
if we want to recover the backup data and only the full backup is completed and after that an incremental is completed, do we need to recover both the files or
Both the files we have to take it out.
okay? Okay, sir.
First full backup, then after that whatever the backups are there, so those things we have to, so we have to take it out, we have to complete it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
The backup is progressive. What happens? Nothing will happen. If you cancel the backup, backup will be cancelled. Whatever the middle files are created here. So there are some files you backup. We chosen the file system backup here. So they are the some folders. There is a one folder will be created here. So backup folder will be created here. So the file is in middle only. The file is middle only, in middle of the execution only. If the backup is cancelled. So the backup file at file system level, it is taking care now. So data backup, right? So data. So complete database backup is running now. Currently it is running now here. So it's taking care of the backups and everything here. So here access engine is completed. Tenant means access engine, index server. So next one is the index server. It is taking care of the part here. So operating system level. So the backups are running now. Operating system level, what will happen? The files will be created here. These are the backup files here. So data will be stored here. In case of entire database got corrupted, if we have this backup files, complete DB backup files, so we can take it recovery. We can take the recovery of. So these things we can take it out here. So here there is a HDB backup diag. There is a HDB backup diag command. We can use it. So here we can check whether the backup is consistent or not. So we can check it out using the operating system level command. We can check it out. So there are the options here. Using these options, finished to find memory release successfully. So if we cancel it, so what will happen? Backup will get cancelled. So again, you need to start the initiating the backup and everything here. That is what we have to do it. So operating system level, if you want to take it out, so we need to use the commands. Commands we have to use it here, SQL commands. So SQL commands we have to use it to take the backups here. We need to connect to the HTTP SQL, the SAD UDF. Then we need to take the backup database. Some commands we have to use it. So some commands we have to use it to take the backup here. So otherwise HANA cockpit, we can take it out. So from here we can use it. The multiple ways, scripts we can run it the multiple ways. So normally, manually, if you want to take it out, we can use this backups. So HANA Studio connect to the system DB, we can use it. There's many types, many ways are there to check this one. There is a HDB backup dialog, backup user dialog, something is there. So using this one, we can check the consistency status of the backup here. Using this one, we can check the consistency status, whether backup is consistency, whether it is recoverable or not, we can check it out here. That is called the, let me check here, what is that command? HDB backup HDB backup dialog, user dialog, something is there. On content of the backups and catalogs as HDB backup only. Here we have to use some options. HDB backup dialog, yes, check. So then it will give you the some information. So checking the files, backups, all those things we can use it. Okay, otherwise, so we can from here we can do that one. So here you have the configuration file. In the configuration, so we can set the return. I think it's not possible. I think here backup interval, backpoint intervals here, destination changes. So all those things here we can do the some changes here. The file changes, path changes, maximum say the interval. So all those things we can do it from here in the backup. So in the catalog, we can observe the backup catalog means here we can see the when was the full backup completed, what is the duration, what is the timestamp, it's a cancelled or success. So with this one we can see it here. If you are taking the tenant DB full backup, only tenant related data will be backed up here. System DB related backup here. So whatever the backup you are choosing here, only that database related backup will be backed up, right? No, only one. Okay. So this way you need to execute the backup commands here. In this way, you need to execute the backup commands here. So that you can practice it. Backups, related backups, recovery. I will tell you tomorrow. Recovery time.